Alright, so today we'll discuss an inadvertent encounter of IMC. This normally happens on a VFR flight when you inadvertently enter a cloud. Of course, this is something that shouldn't happen in the first place, because you have to plan your flight and conduct your flight in such a way that you always keep legal distances from the clouds. However, if it happens, then you need some procedure to escape it as quickly as possible. Now, if you enter a cloud like this one, just ahead, we have no idea how far it extends in our flying direction. So normally the safest thing to do is to fly a 180-degree turn, go on an opposite track, because you know that you came from clear weather, so turning around will probably take you into clear weather again. If you have an attitude indicator installed, use it. Just keep the airplane symbol roughly at the horizon, so we'll keep your altitude roughly. If you gain or lose 100 feet, it's not that important because it's an emergency for a VFR pilot. Losing some altitude is only bad, of course, if you're close to the ground. Fly a standard rate turn, don't bank too much, because this would be also a factor for loss of orientation, loss of control. So just keep a normal bank, standard rate turn. As soon as you enter the cloud, have a look at the compass, at a heading indicator, check your heading, calculate the return heading, the opposite heading, and then turn back to it. If you don't have an attitude indicator installed in the airplane, this is a different story and is of course much worse, because this even is difficult for an instrument-rated pilot to fly without an attitude indicator in clouds. Let's just assume we have one. And now we're entering a cloud. Heading is 120, so the opposite is 300. So I'm turning left now with just standard rate turn to a heading of 300, keeping the airplane symbol in the attitude indicator roughly at the horizon. Don't fall for the temptation to fly a steep turn or something like that, because you will only lose control probably. Or it makes it at least much harder to maintain airplane control. Alright, here's our heading 300, so we're rolling out. And now actually we should be out of the clouds pretty soon. Yes, and we are. So, if you inadvertently enter clouds, as a VFR pilot, there's a high risk that you will lose orientation and control really quickly. So try to get out of the situation as fast as possible. If it's not possible by just flying a 180 turn, get every help you can. So ask ATC, for example, if they know where there are known VMC conditions, that they might vector you there. Just always keep in mind, flying in IMC condition as a VFR pilot is a very dangerous situation. It's the cause of a lot of accidents, and you should take every effort in flight planning and in actually performing your flight to avoid this. Alright, this concludes this lesson. See you in the next one.